driver.
Absolutely. Again, you know, you could qualify well, but when it came to competition, like you said, he kind of had this big wheel speed, big smoke, but it would be a little bit slower than some of the other competitors. So, but now I think he's really elevated his driving prowess, his style. All right, awaiting Forrest Wang's score. And next up, we'll be seeing another newcomer here, Diego Higa. Diego Higa, coming to us from Brazil. And scores are coming in. And there it is, 88.3 and 88.3 for Forrest Wang. You can see qualifying score 82, that X factor, again, out of 10, receives a 6.3. So
and look at the X factor is noticeable to me, Jared, because you can see right there a 78, an 83, and an 85. So some separation between the judges, but you see all of them in agreement on that X factor element.
You know, we talk about just how critical the points are, and obviously qualifying, getting in the show, but we've had championships come down to, you know, 1 to 5 points, you know, so it's been pretty crazy in how critical it is. So just splitting hairs here, every point does matter. All right, again, a Formula Drift rookie, Diego Higa, coming to us from Brazil. Now this vehicle has actually seen competition before. This is a retired vehicle that Ryan Turk piloted, and Diego Higa. Quick little, you saw a little hesitation there on that flick under the bridge. Now coming into that final inside clip. And there he goes, Diego Higa. Welcome to Formula Drift. I know Diego's been trying to get over here, obviously with, you know, COVID and the lockdown.
Yeah, so for me, Jared, judging this at home, you can see he gets a little bit held up on the initiation. Great job on that first outside zone. Not fully extended the second outside zone, and he pushes a little bit wide here, leaving that third outside zone. We take a look at the last inside clip coming through here, pushing pretty close to that final inside clip. I think that the judges want to see a little bit more of an arc on that final section, so you can see maybe a little bit of a deduction there. A bigger one coming across here, not fully extended out to that second outside zone, and pushing really wide, but actually making that look pretty good. From that angle, that looked a lot better, and then just a tiny bit of low angle through that last inside clip. But a good start for him. A lot of high praise being paid to him overall, and just how good of a driver he is, and we will see that unpack over the course of the season.
Yeah, really excited to see Diego just get more comfortable with this car. You know, I know he's really excited. I've become friends with one of his friends, Leticia Bafani, and I know, you know, she's been driving. She's got a Z. She's from Brazil. So, yeah, I mean, for Diego Higa, he's definitely a talented driver. Really excited to have him, you know, in the States, competing the entirety of the season. Like I said, that car owned by JDM Supreme, and that vehicle saw competition. It still even has a Turk on the valve cover, actually. So that car has seen competition before. FD20, hashtag FDLB. Let everybody know you're watching, like my man Brian Cass in Jersey. Starting them young, he's with his son, 80.3. So leaving some points out there on the board. You can see the X factor, 4 points out of 10, so 80.03.
Yeah, so all three of those scores getting averaged, and along with the X factor as well. And I think probably the most important thing is that each judge being consistent through all of the drivers. And so you may see some variance in terms of what judge latches onto in terms of the overall importance, but wanting to try to get as close as possible to what the quantification for any deduction might be. And then you get that averaging effect that allows basically the high and the low to essentially get dropped.
Yeah, no, so again, loving the format. I think it's great. All right, on the line now, this is a great looking vehicle, and again, another